Well, hello, all of you audio heads out there. This is Geeks Assembled, and I'm Susan, and this is Lee, and we are here as part of Geeks Assembled to respond to and review the audio adventure called Jago Litefoot Strax, and kind of a crossover from old Who Fourth Doctor to new Who 11th Doctor, where Paternoster Row meets the folks in the red what is it, the red Osprey. I can't remember what the name of the bar is now.
Red Lion.
Red Lion. Jeez, sorry. And we were like enjoying uh the antics of these fellows a lot before Strax got involved, but now Strax is involved. There's quite a little bit of enjoyment going on. I really, I must say that I've been a fan of Christopher Benjamin and Trevor Baxter, and the both of them have gone on now. So this was really the most important piece out of the whole set. I guess it's a toss up between um, the the first one, the Companion Chronicle, or this one. It's just the Mahogany Murders started us off, and The Haunting was the last one with Trevor Baxter in it, and then it went on. No. There was one more.
This happened after season 10.
Oh, okay. So we've got four more. Okay, never mind. Okay, so this was just the crossover that everybody wanted. Okay, I didn't know where to put this. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. So go ahead, Lee. Opening thoughts.
As you said, we've enjoyed Jago Litefoot audio dramas since since they did the Companion Chronicles way back when. As you say, Christopher Benjamin just passed away just a few weeks ago. Trevor Baxter passed away a few years ago. So Jago Litefoot are no more.
Yeah.
They're here in audio, they're here in visuals on the TV. So we've still got that to enjoy. And this story is a special release. We say it was released after season 10, just as a special 2-disc release. Because they said, we've got Jago Litefoot set in the same period as the Paternoster gang.
Mm-hmm.
So why not have a little crossover?
Good.
They've done it. They've done it after this one with Merry Christmas,
Mr. Jago.
Jago. But this one happened before. And this is with Strax the Sontaran from the gang, played by Dan Starkey. Um, and it's a fun story. You've got all the characters in here. You've got Ellie. You've got Inspector Quick. Was it Inspector or was it Sergeant? I can't remember which one it is now. Inspector Quick here. Yeah. Strax, of course. And then it's just a simple story where Strax is hit by this scientific ray gun. It's knocked out and it's sent his mind a bit doolally. And from then on, he thinks Jago Lightfoot are Madame Vastra and Jenny. No, no, no. I'm Professor Lightfoot. Are you sure? Or he says to Ellie, you know, boy, I'm a girl. Are you sure? But yeah, and it's all about these strange happenings where bodies are being found with the brains removed. Um, and then it's involved with a house that's been empty and allegedly haunted for over 100 years. And so, of course, they go and investigate.
Sure, of
Um,
course.
yeah, it's a fun story. It's not your usual Jago and Lightfoot because Jago and Lightfoot usually has 4 stories in one box set. This is just a one-off 2-discer, so you've got like an hour each, so it's just under 2 hours. So, but yeah, it's great. It's great the way Strax really does blend in well with these two characters.
Oh my
It,
gosh.
yeah, it's
And
it, it's such a shame that it didn't happen more, but we've still got this one, The Haunting. Can't fault the acting, can't fault the soundscape, and the story is well written by Justin Richards. So yeah, I enjoyed it. What about you, Susan?
yeah, of course, the side characters of Ellie and Inspector Quick and Strax were really awesome additions to the duo. It is written quite well, like a um, like a double act, and still. And then there's Mrs. Maltravers, played by Carolyn Seymour,
Yeah.
and the first couple of times I heard the name, I was like, I thought it was Mal and then Travers, and then I thought they were going to harken back to the Travers family, Victoria
Ah.
and her father, but no, it was that is a whole name anyway. So just so cool, very atmospheric. I love the ghosties being brain projections of like holograms and stuff, and like the the fact that Strax really knows what's up and but doesn't know what's up. I mean, the hit on the head really, at least they didn't hit him in the pelvic bend. Otherwise, he would have been dead, for crying out loud. Oh my gosh! But you could still hit a Sontaran really hard on the top of the head if they don't have their helmet on, and it can knock them a little loopy,
Mm.
which is interesting, which is a new kind of thing. And the other thing was Jago and Lightfoot, stating always, this needs to be discussed. We should go to the bar. And Ellie, and that's always why Ellie gets involved, and so Ellie is sucked in. She ends up going with them on the lookabout, uh, Victorian London, and I enjoyed the bits about the spaceship needing brain power to work. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's quite new, sort of in Doctor Who.
Yeah, it was. And it really moved along. I mean, two discs just wasn't enough, actually,
Mm.
due to the fact that usually there are more. I wanted more. So anyway, that's just me. And of course, Lisa Bowerman did a killer job directing it. Asking people to to bring all of it to the screen. Things like Strax's sense of humor, like Jago's alliterative dialogue. I love that bit, and how he hits the right marks with that, and then Lightfoot's brilliant. You know, he's just snappy brilliant. It's just fun. Anyway, so all of that, and so what are your favorite moments?
Well, Cox.
Uh,
I did like the section where they take Strax to the theatre, um, and there's a magician on stage.
yes,
Was it Marvo? Marvo the magician. And
yeah,
of course, he gets Strax up on stage to help him with his tricks. Please cut the deck. Yes, literally, he did. Yeah. And also, as well, it turns out he killed the magician's parrot as well, um, which Jago wasn't too pleased about. It's great thing like that. And as you say, they always let's go to the Red Lion to think things over and discuss, as if they haven't got anywhere else to discuss anything. It always has to be in the pub.
of course.
But yeah, it was good that Mrs. Travers was going round having to ask these people certain questions, and
Yeah,
some of the questions were so simple. Um, and if you got the questions right, she'd have your brain just for the to power the ship. Um,
yeah, I love that questionnaire. That was really
yeah,
like the prime numbers, and then like
yeah.
yeah,
What would you do if you went in your room and your kitchen was flooded and the taps were running and stuff like that? You think, well, yeah, it's quite simple questions,
yeah,
but there's only set about people in London what was answering them right. Um, then so it turns out she wasn't a ghost. She didn't really exist. She was a ship's AI
she was
sort
a
of thing, hologram. Yeah, which was a bit of a turnaround at the end.
yeah,
But for me, it's the camaraderie of Lightfoot and Jago what makes these stories. Um, they just work so well together and bounce off each other. And so now Christopher Benjamin's gone. It's a bit of a shame now. I know
yeah.
he retired a couple of years ago, but he was always up for doing these, coming out of
Mhm.
retirement just to record a few things. Um, you know, but we've still got we've got these marvelous audios he made. So
Yeah,
yeah. So back to you, Susan.
yeah. The passing of the two leads is just too much. You know, it's like mm, they might be recast, but maybe not for another 10 years or something. I don't know.
I don't think they will, to be honest.
Yeah, this is just a spin-off, but the other thing is like you know, the story could go that they were both killed in a certain sort of accident or whatever.
Mm.
But I don't know. But the I don't know. It was hard. It's really hard. And you know, the way that they were, you know, they had their definite foibles and stuff like the characters did, and like and then they were like still intellectually curious and intellectually adept. I mean, it was amazing. Like those guys were really great Victorian characters. They were a bit like, you know, like Holmes and Watson in the Edwardian times, and a little bit more like even like I don't even know. There's just like Campion and his muscle man
Mhm.
buddy. I just think that those like like those double acts really these guys would fit right in. Anyway, I'm sad that they're gone, and I just shout out to Lisa Bowerman for, you know, directing them and stuff. And I love how they were the character in the story. They talked about people that would eventually go on to, you know, discover Tutankhamun's tomb. You know, do there was a bunch of like historical figures that they threw in there, and so that was really great. And the hauntings. I mean, like they had like we have here. Like it's kind of like you can't go five blocks without something being haunted in and around Massachusetts. But like the same thing goes with Victorian London, I think.
Mhm.
Bunch of superstitious people living together. Yeah. And and then there's like the creation of their creation of sort of a ruse to overcome her, the Marvello um, Maltravers. Yeah, keep thinking Travers, but like different. But anyway, um, Maltravers. You know, they were able to sort of figure it out, figure out a way around her in the end, and so I like that. And it's very the soundscape is very real. It's like
Mhm.
the sounds of the wheels on the sort of what's it called, the pavement, the brick pavement, and the cobblestones. That's what it's called. And then the whistles in the distance, and yeah, it's just the foghorn and stuff. Yeah, I really like that, and again um, the music by Howard Carter, and
Mhm.
yeah, that was great. And yeah, so anything else, Lee?
Um, I'd just like to point out that the creation of Strax by Stephen Moffat, um,
Yeah,
he didn't create the Sontarans, he created Strax.
sure.
And the character of Strax sort of made the race of the Sontarans quite a laughable characters in Doctor Who.
For a while, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got which certain fans think you don't really do that with well-known baddies. You don't because it's really out of character. The of Strax is really out of character to the rest of the Sontarans. Um, and it was making the Sontarans, you know, the butt of all jokes. Um, but hopefully, Strax and the Sontarans have sort of gone like that. Sontarans have carried on that way. Strax has gone that way.
Well, there was that those Sontaran stories during Jodie's time where they were freaking ugly bad guys.
I don't know. I didn't watch that.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying that they are bad. They are back to being bad guys.
Yeah, well, this is what they should be. That's what they should be like.
That's
But,
just what reassured
but
that
there was
they.
a lot of fans saying no, you shouldn't uh, make out a Sontaran like that because Sontarans are not like that. But after a while, because Strax made quite a few appearances in the TV series and in audios now, I think he's become a fan favorite now. They forgot, they forgot how the Sontarans are on that side, but when you look at Strax, he's a completely different race now to Sontarans, really.
Well, he's definitely affected by the environment.
Yeah, and it bangs on his head, of course.
Yeah. Wait a second. There's a there's a study that was done, nature versus nurture, and in the case of Strax, it's a 99% nurture because I mean he's just so different because of who he's been hanging out with.
Yeah, but I don't mind. I mean, to begin with, when he was on TV, I thought that's not Sontaran. For me, it's not Sontaran. But then if you put that aside and just concentrate on his character,
Uh-huh.
it's a great creation.
Yeah.
Um, it's maybe one day, I don't know if they have done or not. Big Finish should do Strax where he meets up with the real Sontaran force. I don't know if they have done that. I don't think they have.
Not yet.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Um, we shall see. But yeah, Dan Starkey, he has become quite.
Well, Strax stayed with the crew, stayed with the Doctor until the 12th through the 12th Doctor, and then the 13th Doctor had all the other Sontarans,
Mhm,
the real militaristic version,
mhm.
and the the 14th, 15th, whatever Doctor, the Chudi Gatwa has not interacted at all with any Sontarans yet. So who knows?
Well, he better hurry up because he's only got one season left.
Hmm.
Because it's no more. Been cancelled. Anyways, but we won't go down that route. So yeah, but what I'm saying is Dan Starkey has become he's become a staple of Doctor Who fandom now.
Agreed.
He playing Strax or any other character he does in the audios because Big Finish use him quite a lot.
They do.
And he has written a few Big Finish audios as well.
Yeah, yes.
So he knows what he's on about now. And to involve these Jago Lightfoot with Strax, it works. It really does work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a good story, a one-off story. Before Jago Lightfoot get back onto their series of box sets.
I'm sorry. I really really messed up the where it fitted in terms of the timeline. I was thinking that maybe it was at the end because
No, the last Jago Lightfoot was Jago Lightfoot Forever,
yeah. All right.
which we haven't done as yet. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was creepy. It was being audio. It's you can still visualize this creepy empty house, supposedly or haunted house. So the audio is doing it right by putting these images in your head.
Yeah.
and every haunted house has a secret passage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed re-listening to it. What about you, Susan?
Yeah, me too. Go ahead. What's your final say and score then?
Well, if everything Jago Litefoot, it's always brilliant. Both of them are going to be sadly missed. Also, along with Conrad Asquith as well, because Inspector Quick's no longer with us as well.
Oh,
He passed a couple of years ago as well.
that's right.
So yeah, so the Jago Litefoot gang really have sort of diminished, but yeah, enjoyable. I'm going to give this 10 brains in a jar out of 10.
I knew you were going to say that. That's hilarious. Right. Well, I will give this also 10, 10 Provic vents out of 10. That I think that the humor of Strax confusing Jago and Life for Vastra and Jenny was very, very, very funny, and I think that um, I just love the sense of humor that Strax brings to things, and I love that Jago and Lightfoot are also very lighthearted and very, very humorous, as well as being very, very spooky and eerie storytellers. I just think that's great, and yeah, the stage, the theater, it's just all exciting, and so yeah, thank you for watching our video. Please do uh, stay tuned. Later this weekend, we're going to be discussing an animated story called Despicable Me. And,
Mm.
another thing that we're going to be talking about coming up is eventually we'll get around to doing Jago and Lightfoot forever. But at this point, just want to say thank you for watching. Do like, subscribe, share it widely, hit the bell notification. And also, we will put out about two videos every week. And then also, yeah, if you want to join us, like when you comment below,
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
definitely shoot Lee a message that says, "Hey, I'd like to join you guys," and then you can join us. All you got to do is have a device, a camera, microphone, and the Zoom app, and Bob's your uncle, and uh, and Strax is your butler apparently. So yeah, that's sort of fun in a way. Anyway, enjoyed having this discussion, and just RIP, Christopher. So sad to hear that you left us recently. So sad. Anyway, um, yeah. So moment of silence for Christopher. All right, and thanks for watching. Bye.